Cybernation Uncensored.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Cybernation Uncensored. My name is Nigel. I will be your storyteller this evening. And before you are four of our undead victims for the evening. Let's go ahead and meet our players before I start making their lives hell again. George Lee, start us off.
Hi, I'm George Lee, and I play Ash Hargraves, the Malkavian.
Captain.
I am Cap'n. I play Aaron Strangelove of Clan Tremere.
Petra.
I'm Petra, and I play Cecil as part of the Bruja.
And Shig.
Yeah, I'm Shig, and I play Renee Winslow, the Toreador.
Right, so as always, before we start, the usual things to get out of the way. This is intended for a mature audience, and we'll cover some topics that not everyone's going to be okay with. That's fine. Take a break if you need it. There are certain themes that this game, by its nature, portrays, so take a break when needed. Take care of yourself, and beyond that, let's go ahead and start our story. Okay, before we begin, something I need to clarify for anyone new in our audience. If you have any channel points after watching for a bit, you may use them for +2s or -2s, which will either give or take away dice from our players. There are 5 +2s right now, which they can choose to use at any point. -2s, however, go to the very next roll that's going to be made. So, if you want to make their lives hell, please feel free to do so, Raiders. But tonight, we start to look at our human, Jim. He's recovered from his illness. He's gone back to work. He's back full-time. He takes care of his family. He goes to his daughter's dance recital, and, they're kids, they don't really do very good, and it's not very entertaining, but Jim pretends like it's the greatest thing in the world because he is a good father, and a supportive father. At the end of the day, when it comes to his life, when things are going good, the only concern that Jim has is to keep them that way. The only concern he has is, what has he done right, and then he's just going to keep doing it. And in human life, much like Jim's, when things are going good, sometimes you overlook the very basic things, and sometimes you take them for granted. Not Jim, though. He understands that sometimes things go bad, and that he should cherish these moments. But this is not Jim's story, this is yours. 4 of you are dead. You don't get to have feel-good moments. You don't get to have those peaceful times. The peaceful times for you are always going to be the calm before the storm. Because these moments where you are at peace, where everything's falling into place, there is always danger looming in the background. There's always something there that wants to kill you, that wants to end you, that wants to take what you have. This is a dog-eat-dog world, and this is the world you find yourselves in. But for now, of peace. For now, you're okay. And for now, Ash and Aaron have been approached by Walter, a local Malkavian who required very basic assistance. Walter has a fear of closed spaces, known as claustrophobia, and cannot get himself to negotiate with the Nosferatu deep inside the Warrens. He's asked you to go in his stead in exchange for whatever you might ask of him, whether it is a boon or whether you'd like him to pay in the form of a connection that he's willing to share with you. His mentor, as he calls it. This negotiation has to happen tomorrow night. Or it can happen tonight if you want, if you prefer. It has to happen by tomorrow. Now, your club is going well. Your boons from the prince have been provided. There are gangsters on your neighborhood now, but they also provide you security. Doesn't really bother you, or it shouldn't, what happens to the local neighborhood now that gangs have moved in. But that's not your concern. You are now somewhat protected. And you have a ghoul who is, mind you, Cecil, extremely confused with everything. But he is following orders, and that is the most that he has. So, what would the four of you like to do this evening?
So I think after a meeting with Walter, just because we are trying to be a team now, I think Ash would fill Cecil and Renee in on like what is going on. Thing is how it was just Aaron and Ash in that conversation. Like what's going down, what we're offered, all of that good stuff. I won't go into all of it just to save time. But
Go through your meeting, I suppose.
yeah, I don't know if you guys probably aren't able to go with us, but I feel like if we got that mentor, that would probably be a good benefit, seeing as how most of us are not very political, and that seems to be something that is very necessary in this world.
We just saw Everett kick the ass of Cecil, or not Cecil, of Maxwell, excuse me. Not you, Cecil.
Oh, if only.
Dickhead.
It truly was a slip of the tongue. No, we did just see Everett absolutely mollywop Maxwell politically, even though by all means Maxwell had his number. So I think having something of a consultant in these matters would be very good for us. As much as celerity is something that's tempting to me, I think for the coterie as a whole, it will be better. Oh,
Is it-
also, yes, go. Sorry.
Is it tied to just you and Ash, or is it open for anyone who does it?
I think it was just offered to Aaron and myself. However, if you do show up, maybe
Can be negotiated.
but
Yes.
could potentially be negotiated.
Well, I don't really want to step in, so I think I'll sit out on this.
Yes. For
Plus, it's a meeting.
for those who
with
are
stewards.
uninformed, yes, it is gonna be in a sewer, a warren. So, not that it's too big of an issue. Just don't breathe. We don't need to do that anymore.
I only have some other things to take care of, but it sounds like this is a job exactly for you two, so...
The other thing, Ash, that you, just by virtue of being a Malkavian as well, understood from Walter. He went to the two of you for the specific reason that Melody sent him here, so that's you. And for the other reason that you clearly care about the Tremere despite her warnings, and decided, why not? That's what you want, sure. And that's the basic reason that Walter came for the two of you specifically. Now, Walter seems like a reasonable man, and if he's offering a mentor, there's no reason that mentor cannot be shared to the other two. Whether or not they participate in this doesn't necessarily matter to Walter. If you want to share the mentor, that is your prerogative, even if they don't come along. But it's sort of it's just something you innately understand from that conversation that no one else really gets. Why you understand it that way, you're not sure, but you are 100% confident that you're right about it.
And if anything, Cecil, the coteries issues are our issues as well. So if you do end up needing usage of our mentor, come to either me or Ash, and I imagine we can just propose it as your ambassador.
I don't have much use for politics myself, but I imagine Renee would find that useful as well.
Unfortunately, I think we're all going to have a lot of use for politics, whether we want to or not.
Yeah, I really, really don't want to, and I hate to admit that we're gonna need it, but we're gonna need it.
Yeah. Think of it like having a lawyer in your back pocket. I don't imagine you'd want to face jail or 15 to life without one.
Cool, yeah. Okay, well, good luck in that case.
Ash, I need you, and then Aaron's gonna take out the list of things Walter is good at, or things Walter is willing to offer to Junk, and is gonna hand it. It's gonna be like, I want you to read over this for a little bit. I'm gonna go and look into my library and see if I can find anything about the Nosferatu of this area.
This is so much information. There's no way I'm gonna be able to memorize all of this. Are you sure you don't wanna?
Well, memorize it as much as you can. I've already gotten a good amount of it just in that meeting alone, but I can.
Okay.
I still need to look at it more. Either way, I'll be back in about a minute.
Alrighty.
Ash,
And then Aaron's gonna. Oh, you go.
the unfortunate thing, Ash, is because you're being told to read this, the role is academics and intelligence.
I think I have some point. I have a little bit in academics. I won.
It would be useful.
And it's not art history, so I don't get my specialty. Okay.
Art is a broad thing. Sometimes handwriting is art.
3. Good for you. Alright, and Aaron, it is the same roll, but your library, which is 1 dot, gives you an extra dot. So add 1 vampire die to it, the black die.
Okay.
But it's the same roll, academics and intelligence. If you have specialties in things like research, you can tick the specialty box, which will give you another die on top. But you don't have to add that one. It'll add it when you tick the box. Also, housekeeping, clear out any willpower damage equal to composure resolve, whichever is higher.
There's my entire
That's
sneeze
a
of
messy
dice.
critical. Now, I will say,
well,
you can use a willpower to reroll the 2 ankhs with stars on the black die, just to get rid of the messy critical, because you've already met more than the successes you need.
Yeah, no,
just to control yourself.
I would hope 9 is enough.
Well, you're gonna lose 4 of that.
Oh,
and it's still a messy critical.
Still a messy critical.
And it's still 9. Okay. Ash got 3. So, before I get to these two as they're reading now, what do Cecil and Renee want to do for this evening?
I'm gonna continue the Cecil painting.
Craft and dexterity. Make sure you tick the painting
And-
specialty box.
Yes. Go to dexterity. I also want to have a premonition.
While painting this,
Yeah.
any particular
What
topic?
the hell? It's that damn Malkavian.
That's good for the
Rubbing off
painting.
on us.
Just goddamn, I've not been good at that.
That's good for the painting. But if you go to your disciplines tab,
Yes.
select premonition and then roll that. I'm assuming Cecil's gonna pose for this.
No, I don't need him there.
Okay, then.
I've been reduced to watching Adam Sandler films in the common area.
Truly a fate worse than death. Okay. So,
At least it's uncut gems.
Renee, what do you... Is there a topic you're thinking about in particular?
Yeah, let's have one for Cecil.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Cecil premonition.
That feels a little invasive.
So, we'll start with the premonition, then Ash, then we get to the messy critical. In that order, that is the order of events that will happen here. Renee, you are... If I recall, he was posing with an open Hawaiian shirt, and it was the scars that you were focused on. The pain that body has gone through, the abuse, the torture, whatever it is his life has gone through, that is what you try to capture in the painting. Less about less about making the body look good and making the painting look good, and more about emphasizing what it's gone through. As you do that, midway of the painting, because you're painting him, and it's just a subject, and ordinarily the background's just going to be a dark color or just something like of a backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
As you complete this painting, the first thing that you'll notice before the premonition happens is that the last time you tried to paint, it was harder to get creativity out of you. Or maybe it was a rut. This time, whether you want to admit it or not, and I imagine you're not going to admit it, Cecil's good for your creativity.
God damn it, Cecil, how dare you?
Maybe it's the blood bond, and you can dump it on that blood bond, and that would be nice if you could. Whatever it is, you're more creative with this than you were previously, and it could very well be annoying, but you don't have the time to be annoyed, because as you paint and you paint and you paint, you don't even realize that you've finished it. But after you finish it, you realize you painted the background without intending to. It just came out naturally from your hands. The background of it looks like a body. Now, based on how you painted it, Cecil is responsible for said body. Based on how you painted it, it's a human body, because you didn't paint it like it's turning into dust. And it wasn't staked or beheaded. In fact, you don't see injuries on that body. Or at least no stab wounds, no blood, not a messy kill, but a kill nonetheless. And it's a dead body. Cecil kills someone, and you don't know if it's the near future or sometime later, but your blood is telling you this is more than just a coincidental painting, because you didn't intend for this. It happened. It just became. And that body is clear in the background of this painting. Someone dies either because he kills them, or he is responsible for that death one way or the other, whether directly or not. He is involved. And he carries blame. It's not clear how it dies, just that it is dead. Now, while you ponder on that painting, Ash, the unfortunate thing is you've been told to read this massive list, and the more you read into this list, the more you start to feel like it would have been easier if he listed what he couldn't do. Despite being a stumbling mess, Walter's a pretty competent guy. He even lists down here that he is willing to become the Nosferatu's personal chef if they wish to eat real food. And he lists that he has, in his human life, owned what he describes would have been Michelin star restaurants had they had Michelin stars in his time. Then he also lists that he can hunt animals for him. He lists that he can procure him wild animals that are illegal to own. He lists that he knows where to procure a panda for some reason.
Chicago Zoo.
And a whole lot of other things that he just somehow knows that don't seem very connected even to you. But you are able to read through them, and you are able to pick out from this list what you believe would be useful for the coming night in the negotiation, what you think a Nosferatu is going to care about. Of course, you don't know this Nosferatu, which is where Aaron comes in, but you know what you think a kindred would find use for, because you can't imagine a kindred is going to find a use for someone who can procure a 1993 sports almanac.
It's pretty cool, though.
He has listed what he can do. You have information in your head that you can call back to during the negotiations. Now for Strangelove. You read through your library regarding the Warrens of Chicago. There is some information that you find hidden behind some children's books. Pages turned and changed into something else. The Nosferatu Warrens of Chicago are among the oldest and the most expansive. And this dates back all the way to when the Sabbat owned the city, before the Camarilla kicked them out and took it. These Warrens were created by Nosferatu then, and what you learn is that the Nosferatu Warrens and the clan itself has predated their existence in the city, not saying each individual member, but their existence in the city has predated anything else. These Warrens were built as the city was built. The Nosferatu built it alongside the humans, making the foundations for the first settlements in Chicago. These Warrens are home to a varying degree of Nosferatu that it would be impossible to categorize each and every one of them, but the particular area you've been told to go to, as far as you can tell, belongs to a fairly old Nosferatu. He's been here when the Camarilla first moved in, and he has stayed here since. He's been here since the time of Capone, and slightly before that, during the wars. If it is still the same Nosferatu, because take note, this particular book you're reading was written in 1990. So it is fairly old, but kindred don't typically move, so there's an assumption of accuracy here. But if it is to be believed, you are looking at a Nosferatu named Quincy. That is all he goes by. He lives there. He's not an unpleasant figure by any means, according to the person who wrote this particular journal. But it is important to show proper respect as guests when entering his domain. And what that means is if he offers you something to eat, take it. If he offers you any form of hospitality, do not say no. And also, if he has yet to begin business negotiations, do not start it. Do not rush him. If you follow these protocols, according to the person who wrote this journal, he is a very negotiable person. And it should be easy to talk to him. As long as you follow the rules of hospitality, you're not going to disrespect him.
Do I remember right that the name we got was the name Junk and not Quincy?
Yes.
Or am I misremembering?
Yes.
Okay.
You were told to look for
see.
Nosferatu named Junk, and to be fair, the description in this book is more this neighborhood where this particular warren is owned by a kindred Nosferatu named Quincy.
Okay.
So if you run into him, that's what you have to do.
See.
But there is no particular reference to a kindred named Junk.
I wouldn't imagine there would be one. I was more so, the information I was hoping to get was like a basic map, how to negotiate with the
There-
Nosferatu? Like, what's the best way
You
of going about it?
actually are shown that no one is allowed to map the warren. The Nosferatu will
I
never
see.
allow it. And every time someone tries, they rebuild it.
Okay.
They're very crafty. But as far as negotiating the Nosferatu, the rule carries. Follow the rules of hospitality. Do not comment on their appearance. And the general advice provided in this book is probably not bring a Toreador.
Aye, Captain.
That's just the general rule written in this book when negotiating with Nosferatu. Probably don't bring a Toreador.
I see. Aaron
Now,
is going to come.
Before you
I
go,
guess going to get to the messy critical. Yes.
you
I
did get
forgot.
messy critical in reading into this.
Oh man.
So there's a point of curiosity because you weren't taught too much on the clan dynamics. Do not bring a Toreador. That's an interesting note. Why? You pick out another book, and then another, and then another, and an hour becomes 2, becomes 3, becomes 5, becomes sunrise that you guys don't see Aaron leave their room. And
Ash,
if
why don't
you-
you stop me?
If you knock, at this
Yeah,
point,
I'll
Aaron, you are deep into this research that you have locked your door. You don't want to be disturbed. You have to know. And you put on your headphones, and it is blasting music directly into your ear at full volume, to the point
Duran
that
Duran.
Ash can probably hear it bleed out a little bit through the door as you're knocking. And Aaron hasn't come out in hours and doesn't look like they're going to come out
Is
tonight.
the door unlocked?
It's locked. Which
Damn it.
don't recall them ever doing before. But it doesn't look like you're gonna get to do this tonight.
On the bright
Oh.
side, did I at least learn why the Toreador and Nosferatu don't get along?
You get a snippet, which is a term in kindred society called the Cleopatra, which is when the Nosferatu turns an extremely vain and beautiful human to spite the Toreadors. Basically, someone the Toreador wants to turn, the Nosferatu get to them first just to piss them off. So you understand that they really don't like each other. Most of the time.
Interesting.
Of course, again,
That's
clan
cool.
dynamics and personal dynamics will always be different, but as a clan, that is a term used by both sides of the clans. But again, you are locked in there. And Ash, save for breaking the door down, it doesn't look like Aaron's coming out.
Sorry.
I'll just go to coffin. Whatever. I think
mean-
they're fine.
I mean, you were told that you have until tomorrow night to negotiate, so it's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not the main priority at the moment.
I just remembered right before this, I was just like, I'll just be a minute. I'll just grab a couple books. I'll be a minute.
I've read over this list so many times. Like, literally can't take it in anymore. God damn it.
On the bright
No.
side, you have it memorized now.
Well, you probably do with the amount of time Strangelove has spent here. But
We'll see.
will the other members of this coterie like to do anything? Renee, you're kind of done maybe 2 hours in. Because you already started this before, you spent quite a significant amount of time making it. So you kind of finished the touches here and there. It also helps that you are a Toreador, and it's not as hard as it used to be. But
And I'm just built better, yeah.
do you... Technically, yes. Do you want to do anything with this painting and for some reason your blood just acting up on it?
Let's see. Where's Cecil? Is he still watching?
You hear Adam Sandler in the background. I don't know, he's probably down to click by now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll set it in his room, and then
Wait, where in my room? Like on the bed or like in my shower?
What?
You
Just
don't have a
considering-
bed.
In the toilet.
I mean, Cecil's in the
Oh my
common room, so
Yeah, no. Well, I don't want. If it,
you
I
don't
know.
want to disturb the Adam Sandler movie.
No.
Okay,
That's it.
so you just sneak it to his bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll join and watch. Finish the Adam Sandler movie with them.
Hey, Renee, low-key, this ending's kind of emotional, so I would... Have you seen Click?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get the... In case we cry blood or whatever, I'll get the tissues, but... Honestly, watch it, it's pretty deep.
Mm-hmm.
Dan tosses the
I
tissue
have
on
seen
its
it
side.
before.
See, even Dan likes it.
He tossed it off the
Yeah.
table, just shoved it off the table.
It's fine, Dan's still supportive.
Yeah. You know, it's funny how the lines cross to Adam Sandler, but when it comes to killing an innocent woman, he seems to be quite emotionally resilient to it.
Hmm.
You know, we still don't know who Dan is.
He's got crime connections, or was previously connected or screwed over by the family. Should we find out eventually, or?
I think we should, just in case things get worse again.
Oh, definitely. Can I make, can I just, doing paperwork obviously while watching Click, could I make a donation to my touchstone?
You can ask Rick to hand it for you, because you can't use in the internet or any connections. But if you give him access to the
course.
cash, sure.
Cool, I'd like to give him probably how much I'll be earning at the moment. Like,
At the moment,
What?
you don't know because the club just opened, but how much you have, bank and personally, you in particular have quite a lot.
Okay, I'll donate a sizable chunk, not of that port, like just a reasonably sized donation to have Rex pay out.
Alright? Maybe somewhere in the six-figure range.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Alright. That's fine. He'll make a note and he'll get to it on the evening. He is still looking very confused.
I was waiting to say he should probably fill Rick in.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, is Rick walking in like with us watching Adam? Like while we're watching Adam Sandler, is he just in the common room or like?
Do you
where is
invite
he?
him there? Because he's never been down there.
We
'Cause that's
may
the
as well
Haven
this
here.
time, right?
Okay.
We have to. Yep, I invite him down here.
He sits down. There's a room below the basement.
Yeah, we have. Don't worry, I have yet to show you the drug laboratory and the library, but we'll get to that another day.
You're not showing the library.
Well, the door's locked.
There's
Oh.
a monster in there right now.
There is.
He probably sees
Uh-huh,
your
we
room
haven't got a
open
point.
and sees the drug lab. That's where you make things? No, that makes a lot of sense.
What does that mean?
No, I just mean that I haven't seen a place where the product is being made anywhere in the entire place. I've been wondering where you make it. And it's a room that I didn't know existed, so that makes sense that it's down here.
Okay.
So it's just like a den? Ash is here, by the way, because Aaron kind of just bailed on you this evening. So
There's all three of us watching Cliff.
A fate worse.
oh, I love this movie. He just looks at it.
Of course he does. Of
My man.
course he does.
My man, let's go.
And that's why we're bros.
Do you give him the talk?
Shady Rick will now become informed Rick.
Informed Shady Rick.
You give him the bites and the bonds. When you explain everything, I assume you only tell him about vampires and the society and what you've learned the last few nights. Yes? So he stops for a good 3-4 seconds of just staring. Okay. So vampires are real. You're vampires, which again makes a lot of sense.
Also, don't call us that.
Yeah.
Right.
So we don't use that
We don't
word.
care, but they really do. So.
They really
Well,
care.
Well,
This is the
you
V
refer to us
word
as
now?
No, kindred. Kindred.
Fine.
Well, clearly
Kindred.
you know the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
We are.
ghosts are real, and we have one here.
Okay.
His name's Dan.
Say hi, Dan.
As in Stanton? And you see Dan just flip over one of the lamps. Oh, shit.
There's Dan. He's not really nice, but
Who's
we're
Dan
working on it.
Stanton?
Danny Stanton, he was... You guys know of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre?
No.
No.
It was a time in the 20s when Al Capone went off and murdered a bunch of people on Dean O'Bannon's side. It was like the South Side, North Side mob wars in the 20s. It was the biggest thing, and there were like 7 victims in a garage. Said garage used to be where this club is. Said one of them victims was Danny Stanton,
That's
Ooh.
funny.
owned the garage. It's criminal history I read sometimes. Look, okay, one sec.
Oh, then you'd love Aaron's little library.
No.
Thank you.
Here. Vampires are real, ghosts are real, are werewolves a thing too? Am I gonna be
Yes.
mauled by a furry... Okay.
No. The Prince of Chicago has like a thing with them, so I think you're fine.
Oh, we got a prince. Okay.
Oh. Am I saying too much now? I don't know. See, this is your thing, so I'll let you.
No, it's fine. You know what? Mob bosses, whatever they want to call themselves, if they're in power, I'm not in a position to piss anyone off.
No,
okay,
you're not.
So, what are you gonna tell me next? I missed my chance to go to
Yeah.
Hogwarts when I ignored an owl that landed on my doorstep when I was 11?
I
No,
don't
that's
think
Aaron.
so.
There is one little thing. You're gonna have to drink Cecil's blood once a month.
Oh yeah.
Why does that prospect not disgust me as much as it should?
What do you mean?
Well,
It's
I mean,
blood.
you two are bros, aren't you?
Drinking blood. There's like hepatitis and all that bullshit that comes with that. And why does it not feel like it's a bad thing?
But it's
You don't
my
have to worry-
blood.
You don't have to worry about hepatitis
It's,
anymore.
it's my blood, so like. By the way, can I ask as well? Back when I like subdued and like may have sneakily put my wrist on your face and made you drink my blood.
Yeah,
what
what the
did it taste
fuck
like?
was up with that?
Like, what did it
That's
taste like
why
from your
you put.
perspective?
That's why you made. That's what's giving me nightmares.
Oh, yeah, that was
it-
me. That was me.
It tasted like blood, but I didn't hate blood. Oh, fuck me. I'm Igor.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
good news is that you now have like kind of special abilities, and I think you can heal faster, and I think that you live a little bit longer. So you're like a human plus now.
You can also be
That's
like really
fine.
rock solid as well.
Human
Like you have,
premium.
yeah. You've inherited kind of what I have, so
Yeah.
Right.
Have you noticed yourself being more angry and like agitated than usual?
No more than normal. But
Hmm.
I did punch a brick wall the other day. It was a whole mess with some mobsters that we needed to intimidate some guys. It was a whole thing. No one got hurt, but I did punch a wall to make a point. And because I was angry, and the wall just kind of cracked. On the bright side, it helped with the whole getting the guy to talk thing. It's a whole thing. Okay. Well, if that's the whole thing, I'm gonna go until you need something from me, I guess. This is.
Oh, and obviously, sorry, you can't say anything if that wasn't very clear. If you do, you're probably gonna die.
It's not probably.
If
Not probably. You're for sure going to die, and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be messy.
I'm not a stranger to underworld things, I don't say anything. Why do you think I was so pissed off when Haircut kept asking for my name? Now, if I decide to tell anyone about this, I imagine that I'm going to end up in a nice 5x5 padded cell for the rest of my life. So I have extra incentive to not say nothing.
Yeah, I don't think you'd make it to the cell if you told anyone. But I see your point. I figured you wouldn't tell anyone, but I just, just to make sure everyone knew, everyone was on the same page.
Yeah, sure. I get that. On that note, no, actually, I don't got any more questions. I'm just gonna go do my job. He just stands up and he leaves.
But you're free to come back here whenever you want. It's not open to you. You can brick up in here and just do whatever.
Sure. Just let me know if you need anything. Apparently, I'm your connection to the internet now. Yep. Fine. Just ping me if you need something. I gotta go mash the club.
Oh, and send those digits I sent you to the thing.
Yeah, don't worry, it's taking care of it. Although we're probably gonna stick to cash. So I'm gonna get the money transferred, sorted, and get the cash out by morning.
Great. Okay, we're gonna finish Click now, so we'll see you later.
He just walks. He leaves, and I guess you guys watch Click for the rest of this evening. Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
So do the three of you die in the couch? Just lay dead there, finishing Adam Sandler movies, or do you actually bother to go back to your rooms?
No, I'll go to my room.
Yeah. And Aaron's body dies in the morning amidst a pile of books about Toreadors and Nosferatus and some sort of weird rivalry they've had going on. Oh, one other thing you do learn. The Nosferatu make very good use of the rumor that Toreadors and Malkavians are cousins. In the sense that the progenitors of the clans are sisters. And the Toreadors don't seem to like that fact. Ever. Just tidbits that you get from journals here and there of what the Nosferatu do to piss off the Toreadors.
Very nice.
When you guys go to die for the evening, your bodies stop. And like always, it is not sleep, it is a blink. Time... The perception of time doesn't mean anything to you anymore ever since this happened to you. So, when the sun sets, make your rouse check. To wake up.
Finally, I don't have to make 4.
I don't think anyone does anymore. You're all healed of injuries. Renee's hungrier. Aaron's fine.
God, I thought I succeeded, but I was looking at Aaron's roll.
Ash is hungrier. Great.
Happens to the best of us.
Renee at hunger free. When you awaken, your instincts start to kick in. You are starting to become aware of your surroundings. You are starting to become aware of the blood. Exactly how many blood bags are in the fridge, which is just the one left. You are aware of the blood you've used in your paintings. You can smell it. You are aware of the blood above you in the club. It is heightened, and you are starved. And the beast wants food. For Ash, it's still somewhat on a manageable level. But you are starting to get a ping in the back of your head. It's there. And if you don't manage it, it could go bad again. Like it did before. Now, when you all awaken, and you leave your rooms, what... In my head, Ash and Aaron's room are in front of each other. So when you both open the door, and now you look at each other, is there anything that needs to be said?
So, what happened last night?
It was half me, half the beast. I was reading, and it was really interesting. And apparently the beast also thought just as much. There's a whole circle of books back there. It started with To Give a Mouse a Cookie and ended with The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I know a lot about the Nosferatu now. So,
Okay.
That's good. Right?
Good. Yes. I read the list as much as I could.
Oh,
So I think
Right.
I have like half of it probably memorized. I can figure it out.
that's good. I'll read it on the way and
Okay.
memorize it.
Okay. I do I've sort of I think I have something that I do need to do before we
I'm
go.
also a bit peckish.
Yeah. But then so like maybe meet up in like I think an hour. Hour should do it.
Sure.
Okay.
We now own multiple cars, so I guess I don't see that being an issue. No.
Wait, who else owns a car?
Well, we had our club car, and then you brought home
And
a
then I-
Miata.
yeah.
And I
Well,
think you
no,
have something different now.
I don't have the Miata anymore. Melody
What?
says that it wasn't fitting for me, so now I have a
Corvette Stingray.
Corvette Stingray.
What? The Miata's way
like,
cooler.
It's white with red leather seats. Pretty sick, honestly.
Sounds very on the nose for our kind.
Well,
I
what are you gonna do?
suppose I prefer black when it comes to cars. Either way.
Black is
Yes.
such a pain in the ass to keep clean. Like every little speck of dirt is so visible on a black car. White is much better.
What are you high right now?
No, I'm being 100% serious. I once had a black car and it was a pain in the ass to keep clean.
I'm not going to argue with you about why a white car looks far dirtier than a black car, comparatively ever, but yes, you're right.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to get into this fight right now because I will.
While you're having this argument and eventually going to get your food, Cecil, when you awaken, this is the first time that you become cognizant of the painting left in your room of you, Scar's really good painting. And then you notice the body behind you.
And not a premonition, but could I just think about that? Like, let it sit in. Which is like
You want to play Arctic?
trying to. Yeah.
Human premonition. Thinking.
Insight
Brain
and
cell
wits.
time. Oh boy.
You haven't
Cecil's
fed
full two
again,
dice pool.
so your addicted is still good. Like
Wait, my
you,
dick is still good. Or...
it
Wait,
means
what?
that you're not suffering from the addiction flaw because you haven't drunk again.
Okay.
You retain or you keep it sated until you feed on someone that isn't on your drug. Then it becomes a problem again. So it's just insight,
Okay.
wits, basic roll. You'd be surprised when he has more dice than you. So you're looking at this. It's clearly a corpse. There's nothing to decipher on the features of the corpse. It's kind of like made into a blurred background. Kind of like when you take a photo and the back area is kind of blown out a bit. You know it's a corpse. The feeling is that you're responsible for it. Now to you, looking at this, interpretation-wise, it looks like you killed someone. And if you want to go deep into it, with your insight roll, you could maybe interpret it as the death of the old you. Either way, someone's dead, and it's because of you. That's how it looks. Whoever is dead, you're not sure. There's no features to determine, but someone is dead. To be fair, the corpse has blonde hair, so fair enough interpretation that it's who you were.
Cecil will look at it for a while and just very much blank stare at it, but especially at the body, and then he's going to go back out and try and find Renee to ask about the painting.
Renee, what do you say?
Which, no, I'm still in my room. Still, just remember, I still have that thin blood painting I need to finish as well. So many paintings I'm just never gonna get done.
So, you enter Renee's room. Do you carry the painting with?
No, I just go by myself. I don't carry the painting.
Then Cecil enters your room.
Hey, that painting you left in my room, that was pretty dope. I'm glad you got the shirt and the abs correct. So.
And?
Okay, the body. So, what is your interpretation behind the body that you drew on the blonde hair one?
I really don't know. I was just, I just got into painting and all of a sudden it was there and it wasn't intentional.
Intentional, like, did you just draw from nothing? Like, you just let your hand stroke and do the work? Like,
yeah.
Okay. That's certainly interesting. It's just weird how it's looking forward into it. You drew me dead. Like, perhaps it was someone I killed, but looking at like the way you drew, kind of like you drew me dead next to. I'm sure I'm reading too much into it. It's fine.
No, because I think it does have a meaning, but I don't. There's too many things it could be.
Owen. You know Owen?
Yeah. What do you know?
I met him recently in a... No, it wasn't a gay bar. It was just with me and Rick. And we talked a bit, and he definitely really doesn't like you.
I know.
Did he called you a bitch? Can you believe that? Like, that's usually my funny thing I do, but to have someone replicate that, especially onto you of all people, is insane. Like, atrocious.
So what do you know, Cecil?
What do I know? He told me about how he would sell organs on the black market, and in exchange, you don't ruin his life.
Okay. So why are you bringing this up?
I know, I just thought I'd mention it because it's not... One of your contacts just came to me ranting about you, so I thought I would
Well,
But
that's
why did he go to
interesting,
you? Yeah.
What, sorry?
Why did he go to you? You only met him once, and you were just kind of there.
Okay, I can't say promise you won't be mad, but how about the beast took over when we first met him, and the beast may have gotten back after you left and decided to... How do I say this? The beast kissed him. The beast let the mouth do the work, and yeah, I didn't know when to really bring up that I made up with one of your contacts by the beast's terms, but
Oh my god.
Renee, as bad as this sounds, there's one silver lining in this.
Oh, is there?
He's not exactly known to be gay. It's another thing you have on him, if it ever comes up again. If that's the route you want to take.
Oh no, that's not how I see it here.
Well, that is also fair. It's just something you can use down the line when the anger subsided, but continue.
That first time, when I took you there, you went back immediately?
yeah, I haven't seen the beast I did, but the beast, I literally did like a 180, like, and then went back and did some gay ass shit.
Okay. Okay. And seeing him there with Rick was the first time since then?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god, Cecil.
This was before we became a thing, like...
It's not that.
Okay.
What all did he talk to you about? I feel like there's still something.
He just talked to you, like he talked to me about it. I was pretty drunk, but I listened to him, and he just really didn't like you and how it was all unfair, called you a bitch. And then I was like, oh, maybe I could potentially sort it out. I don't know, I was just drunk, I was just listening to being a helpful friend. You know, you guys have like the girlies talk, and I do like the guy to guy stuff. So
Cecil.
Yeah.
You told him that you would sort it out.
I didn't promise anything.
Oh my god. Why?
I was like 5 tequilas in, and like body wise, and like I was talking to Rick, and Rick was like, oh, I'm not attracted to you, and I'm like, I know. And then he just came out of nowhere. He came to me and was like, oh, fancy seeing you here. And I was like, yeah. And then we talked, and the bitch thing was up, and then so that one thing fell after another. Basically, I didn't do it for no reason. I was just drunk.
Oh my god. I mean, you've ruined it, Cecil.
I've ruined what?
I had it taken care of. God. Yeah. Okay. You know, I've been keeping track of how much blood I've gotten from him, and I will be paying him back. And now you came into the equation and said that you're gonna sort things out.
Why don't we turn it around? Why do we make it so that I'm the villain in this and you're the hero?
Okay, that's not what I'm doing right now. I'm just saying...
as in, why don't I go back to him and like break a few bones, or like just do some really bad shit?
That's gonna make it so much worse.
Then what do we do?
He already knows that you know me. You immediately went back and kissed him. You never saw him again until that night, and now you're trying to fix things when I already have it taken care of. So now when I do pay him back, it's gonna look like you were the reason I decided to become a good person rather than me being a good person on my own. And now you want to go back and break his bones and just... Oh no.
I don't. What do you suggest then?
Just, I don't know. I'm still trying to get all of the money together. I'll deal with it.
Okay. Well, that's resolved then.
Not at all.
God forbid I try and give you just information that I've received. I could have kept... Why did I keep the beast thing? I will admit I should have told you the beast thing a lot sooner, but I just didn't know how to bring up, like, oh yeah, I kissed your man's. Like, I don't know where to bring up.
Okay, it's fine. It's not you. It's just... Oh, God. It's just one thing after another. You know? Last thing I need is some man coming in trying to fix these problems. And I'm not saying that it's you. It's just... It just so happened to be you.
Your blood is
Okay,
acting up, Grenade. In the back of your head, the beast is telling you, this is what happens when you consort with Bruja. You should have listened to your sire. This is the problem with this clan. Look what you've gotten yourself into. Do you know how disappointed he's going to be in you?
Maybe
You
I
need to
won't
make
spill
this
tea.
right.
And then why don't we... You mentioned about bringing my sire and bringing Ash's sire together, right? Like in the same place?
Yes, and I was thinking about that, and Ash did tell us about it, and then we talked about that in front of Ash, so chances are Melody knows about that plan, so I don't know how well it'll go.
I think from what I've heard from Ash, I think Melody would enjoy it.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a surprise.
But the surprise will come from my end. It's like a prank, like a social experiment.
Yeah, I guess. And were you thinking about getting them together soon?
I mean, I have nothing else to do tonight, so I may as well call them up and be like, hey, sire, I want to have a beer at my haven. And then, I don't know, like, how do you invite your sire here? That's the thing.
Up to you, I don't know.
I'll talk with Asher, but we'll probably sort it out, but... Nice painting, by the way. I really liked it.
Yeah.
So what is it that Ash and Aaron are talking about when Cecil comes out looking for Ash?
Oh, I feel like
As you're leaving the drink.
As we're leaving. Oh, okay.
Because both of you are leaving, I believe.
No, I swear to God that dust shows up more on black cars. Aaron.
Cecil's out. Witnessing
Do
this.
you wear white shoes and assume that they're just gonna look clean the whole time?
No, that is different. That is so different, and you know it, okay? We're not talking about scuffs. We're not talking about full-on dirt. I'm talking about dust. Dust is gray and white colored.
Oh man, if
only
if only a simple bucket and water would have just fixed dust on a car.
I see we're learning about politics.
Yes. Where do you stand? Black or white cars?
Why does that? I don't do cars, but I do black
What
cars.
cars do dust show up easily on? Is it black or white
Don't
cars?
manipulate the question. Don't manipulate the question.
Because that's what we're talking about, Aaron.
You are
Thankfully,
manipulating
I
the
do not really give a fuck about the dust or the dirt that gets in my bike. I just clean that shit off, like a piss stain in the toilet. You just pee on it. and it goes away. So
How very
God,
eloquent.
Cecil,
why-
sometimes
Cecil.
the things that you say, I don't. How
So
does
glad
your
I'm not
brain
in the
work?
room at the moment.
Why does your brain do that?
anyway, so I was talking to Renee, right? And
Yeah.
one, she's a little bit pissed at me, but two, most importantly, our sires. My sire and your sire.
Okay. Yes.
Melody probably already knows, right?
I don't know. I didn't feel them watching when we were talking about that, but I don't know.
Aaron wasn't in this conversation previously, weren't
Nope.
they?
I don't know. Oh yeah.
What do you mean, your sires? What about them?
Oh, that's right. So when I talked to Melody last, she kind of let it slip that like her and Cecil's sire may have like known each other.
Do you know?
That's how she
How?
worded it. So that she knew them.
Like in that tonation.
Yeah.
Erin, in case you're not catching on, they had sex, okay? They were romantic and they had sex.
Well,
Did they explicitly
but,
say
like,
that?
No, but like, also, kindred don't really do that. So it's like they could have been blood bonded, or like maybe they did have. I don't know. I don't know what the whole deal is. This is all we're still figuring out how that all works with us.
It could be because I just spent 6 hours reading about kindred politics, but there's many ways that a blood bonding goes about, and typically it's not romantic.
Oh.
From
Wait,
what I've
isn't that
read.
For you.
That's
That's
blood
all
bond.
I've seen.
Well,
I
we've
I
only
could
lived
use
for
that.
2 weeks.
I could use that as an opportunity to learn about blood bonding and how, like, the relationship side of stuff, because we know about the technicalities, but like the passion is like something completely different. So
Mhm. Also, I could get more information because I do need to talk to Melody soon, probably.
cool. I get this started.
Okay.
Be careful, please. Blood bonds, especially with the knowledge I have of my clan, I'm not gonna go deep on it, but blood bonds are very much a political tool. Not explicitly because you love someone so much and you want to make a marriage. So just
Yeah.
be careful. I don't want you to bring two kindred who blood bonded for something that wasn't love and then make mess.
Yeah, I could never do that with a blood bond, honestly. Never get that passionate about it.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Right, Cecil.
So
Let's get the
back to the feeding. If you guys would like to feed your usual way, then it is, well, no, for Ash first, your feeding road, the usual way would be to find a creep. You may do so in
Yes.
your own club, or you may do so on the rack.
I also need to find phlegmatic blood.
Me too.
Right. So, would you like to take care of that instead?
Yes.
Then it is resolve. Let me double check.
Oh yeah.
Bloodhound.
Resolve.
It is resolve and awareness. So awareness and resolve
Awareness.
for you to
Okay.
find phlegmatic.
Okay.
For Aaron, if you are also trying to get that, you
Yep.
will need to do. Ash, you need 3 successes. So, Aaron, because
I
you
am
do not
rerolling.
have Bloodhound, you have to rely on wits and insight, and you'll have a higher threshold.
I think I do have Bloodhound.
Oh,
do
then
have
you can make the
Bloodhound.
same roll. Awareness and resolve.
Okay.
Ew.
Okay.
God. Okay.
3. There you go.
I got 3.
Okay.
If God's real. God's real. Thanks, Kane.
Nice. So, the two of you find 2 very different people. The first one, Ash, that you find is actually well within your club. Is a guide who is reading in a corner. You're not sure what he's doing in the club reading. What he is reading the most cannot be bothered man in the entire world. He's here reading. It kind of feels like he was dragged in here by his friends who thought that he could use, he could use a night where the stick wasn't so far up there. And even then, he just can't be bothered by anything. Could not care less. Slight complication, the fact that he's wearing a turtleneck. But otherwise, unbothered, unfazed, uncaring, exactly the kind of blood you need. It does matter, however, on what you do. Oh, there was a -2 from Verza, which I forgot to put in, so we'll do that in the text roll.
Okay.
And your own player is gifting a sub, and to honor this positive or negative plot twist, according to Shig's will. But
Sorry, I got something planned.
go ahead.
That's fine.
What do you?
Actually,
We'll see
What
when
do
we're
you
break.
What do you do, Ash? Like just a general. How do you approach this guy?
Yeah, so I think the tactic is to like go up to him, see that he's like deeply uncomfortable in the situation, and offer one of the VIP rooms if he wants like a quieter place to read.
He will appreciate that,
Yeah.
and he will go.
Okay.
Do you stay in the room with him? I mean, I assume you do.
Yeah.
So when he enters the
Kinda have
room,
to.
and you stay there, you look, and he's just looking at you like, "Why are you still here?"
I just it's really loud out there, and then I just and I go
You just
for
jump
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take the blood. Is exactly what you need. You feed
Yep.
it, and you feel the blood grow within you. The powers grow within you. It works. When you take your fangs off of him, in that dazed state, I'm going to assume you want to erase his memory.
Yep.
It's a very simple eye contact. Forget. And for that
So yeah,
1 minute,
you didn't see me.
he's just confused as to why he's in this room now. But the feeding goes very easily. Your blood is satisfied, your power grows, and you have, again, an innate awareness of what it is that you can do. Now, on Aaron's side, you find something that, because it's 4 successes, probably Ash would have wanted to find instead. You find a guy who's in the club with what looks like his girlfriend, just from the body language, but he's not letting his girlfriend take off her jacket. He's not letting her have too many drinks. He's taking control of her like she is his property. And the unfortunate thing is that is the blood that you need. That controlling, domineering aspect of it is what your blood is craving. He is not necessarily, at least from what you can tell, again, you're not able to decipher this off the bat, but from what you can tell, he's not on the abusive scale. It's more of a, you can't do anything unless I allow you to scale. It's manipulative and controlling, but it is the blood you need. So how do you approach this situation?
man, you really flipped. You flipped who should have got what.
Well, that's because you're the one that got more successes. This one's harder to look into.
Is there a role I can do to help me formulate this plan? Because I have some ideas, but I want to obviously do it as clean as I can. And I don't want to end up like changing his temperament. Because immediately I was like, I'm just gonna have a guard, like, you know, approach this guy and say, step aside for a moment, you know. But that might make him annoyed and then ruin the temperament.
You could offer him a VIP room too.
I could, but that also felt like the lowest hanging fruit. But yeah, sure.
I mean, if you come
you're
up with
there
something
for
else,
it.
that's up to you. It's the easiest method,
Yeah.
but if there's something you want to try,
That is true. I'll offer a VIP room.
he
I'm
refuses
okay,
to
you
go
go.
anywhere without his girl. And he does say his girl, or my girl. But you do notice that he's a bit of an egomaniac. So, to make this easier on yourself, you can try persuasion manipulation with a -1 die, unfortunately, to stroke his ego. Now, there are 5+2s, which you may call upon if you like.
I cannot persuade, manipulate. Let me.
You can use a +2 to counteract and at least keep your 2 die.
Oh, with using mesmerize, obviously the second the mesmerize ends, he's gonna be like, "Wait a minute, I just did something I didn't want to do." Right?
Depends how far off the command is from what he would want to do.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You can try
Aaron-
persuading him first, and if it fails, you can mesmerize him. But
That's
that
true.
would entirely mean that he's not. He would be aware that this is against what he would normally do. There's a 6+2 now from Runius, so you know. You don't need that many successes. As long as you get
Aaron-
1, you're fine.
I think to make it a bit easier with the manipulate or the mesmerize, Aaron is gonna just say something like, "The room is purely yours, both you and your girlfriend, to use. It is on the house, and all you need to do is sit there and wait in the room, and someone will come by and confirm that it is yours." And then in that sit there and wait in the room will be the specific mesmerize command.
You can make a rouse check instead then.
Okay.
He's human.
Son of a bitch.
He cannot resist. Or much hungrier than when you started out. But he cannot
We're getting
resist.
there.
He goes up. And the thing is, when you direct him upstairs, you could actually watch him as he goes to his girl and says, "We're going up." He says she doesn't want to. And he says, "I said we're going up." And she just gives into it. There's a level of control that he exerts. And this is where it gets tricky to delineate the beast from you. Because the beast at its core is your baser instinct. Yes, it is the hunger. But beyond that hunger, it is you without your inhibition. And that scene right there is enough to make it drain him. Doesn't deserve to live. He's got it coming. You know you want to. And the problem is you don't know if it's wrong. It's becoming harder and harder to tell the more the hungrier you are. Is it the beast or is it you? And is this what you actually think? And you just have the luxury of your inhibition. But you are still in control. They get directed up to the room. The girl stays in the room with him. But, to your benefit, he does tell her to wait outside, and he wants to check the room first. If you want to enter the room while the girl just waits there, you can do so.
That worked out. Otherwise, I was just gonna compel the girl. I was gonna whisper "stay" outside while she sat outside the room for free. But
Now,
I don't need to do that.
if you do not want to have to erase anyone's memory, you can do a stealth and dexterity roll. He is distracted because he's
I-
examining this room. He's still suspicious as to why he came here, what's going on. Doesn't seem to be affected negatively by the command just yet. But you can
with
stealth and
The
dexterity if you want to
okay.
sneak up on him.
How explicit would the direction be? Because I told go to the room and wait. Is he gonna like the second he hits that room? Is he just gonna like stand still?
Well, he can. He's waiting, but
Okay.
waiting doesn't mean sit still. Like he's sitting down, he's looking around, he's still scanning the room while sitting. He's following
Okay.
the instruction, but he's doing it his way.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go quick. We'll do a quick.
Go ahead.
What's it called?
Stealth and dexterity.
Stealth dexterity. It's not the worst dice pool I have, and ideally, man, I have 3 fucking whatever.
That's not a messy. So
We
you sneak
take
up
it.
on him. He doesn't see you, but you sink your fangs enough that he is in that delusional, euphoric state that he doesn't recognize you. You can take 2 dots. It will not kill him, but it will leave him dizzy and unable to really do much for the rest of the night. You can probably have the staff call a cab for him. It's usual, like, you know, he had too much to drink.
Yeah.
But
My only concern was that he would just be checking the room for 15 fucking minutes, you know? Then that would look a little suspicious, but
he's unconscious now. Here is
okay.
the slight problem. You picked a guy who's had a few drinks. So you do not have you do have from this point until this washes away a -1 to mental and physical rolls.
Oh,
But
that's okay. That's
you do
fine.
gain the blood. And your blood
Alright.
does evolve and it strengthens. And you're not like fully drunk. But your judgment's a little hazy, your coordination is a little off. But you are not, you know, blackout drunk that you can't control yourself. It's just,
Gotcha.
it hits you.
I'll make sure to drink someone who's had coffee recently.
But your blood is satiated. And you leave. The girl doesn't even pay much attention to you, she's just looking down. Whatever's gonna happen with their night happens. I'm assuming you're not involving yourself in it. So you kind of just exit. She doesn't remember you. He's not gonna remember you. He's passed out. She's just standing there. The two of you have satiated your blood. So, if I assume correctly,
am I gonna see Ash?
coming out of another VIP room, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna like make a notion for Ash to like come over,
Yeah.
and then when Ash gets over here, Aaron's gonna say, "There's a piece of shit in that room. He doesn't treat his girlfriend well. At least from what I've known of you, you don't really stand for that. So if you wish to, it's right there. And he should be unconscious, but." And this is all like in a hushed tone, obviously.
Okay. Okay. Wait for me downstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Just page me if it gets difficult,
Mhm.
and then Aaron will leave and
What are you planning,
be
Ash?
nearby.
I kind of want to try out my new ability.
Ooh.
So you walk in. He's confused, but he is awake. Too much to drink, somewhat cognizant. You can catch his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
What do
I
you
will,
say?
because the girlfriend is in the room, right?
She's still outside. He told her
she's
to
still
stay outside.
Okay.
She's outside.
Okay. I'll go up to the girlfriend and I'll say, "Hey, I couldn't help but overhear the way that your boyfriend has been talking to you.
Oh.
You know you don't have to deal with that, right?
No, that's just how he
That's
is.
not just. It doesn't matter if that's just how he is. You deserve better than that."
he cares.
That's not actually caring. That's not
Closest
what
I've ever
caring
been
looks
to it.
like.
Never hits me. People have it worse.
Honey, people may have it worse, but that doesn't mean that you're in something that's good. Look, go downstairs, tell the bartender that Ash said that you can have a drink, and I'm gonna talk to him.
He's
and
not going to like that.
he's not gonna be a problem for you.
There are no negatives, so could you please roll me a persuasion manipulation?
Okay. Not a horrible roll for me.
If it's better than 2 dice, you're better than Aaron.
It's 4 dice. And a critical. A normal critical.
We
She
love that.
looks to you.
Love that.
I forgot to add your looks to this, but she looks to you.
Oh yeah,
and she-
that's right.
Okay. Just don't drink when it hurt.
Yeah. And don't worry, like, I'm just gonna talk to him. Don't worry. I'm not gonna hurt anyone or anything like that. It's just I don't like when people don't treat others right. And you deserve better than that. So have a drink, have fun. Don't worry about him anymore.
She
Okay.
very shyly moves her way through the club into the bar. You enter the room and the guy's rubbing the bridge of his nose, confused. What the fuck?
Rough night.
Who are you?
Don't worry about that. That's not really important. What is important is that you are a piece of shit who's a controlling asshole, treats their girlfriend like crap.
You want to use it, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Select it and make a roll. Now, he's human and
Yeah.
completely incapable of defending himself after being fed on. So this isn't a matter of how many it takes to succeed, this is a matter of how bad it hurt. How badly do you damage him with this?
Okay. And I'm hungry again.
I mean, there's a meat
Well,
bag standing right in front of
There's
you.
a meat bag right there.
Yeah. He can take 1 sip at least.
Yeah.
He starts to squint like he was about to say something to you. You know, the usual, it's none of your business, fuck off. But he doesn't say anything. He starts looking down and his eyes scrunch up a bit and he's looking around. And then he starts looking. Like he's looking for a wire, he's looking for a tap. He's starting to worry that the police are after him, even though this isn't technically a crime that he can be arrested for. Paranoia starts to seep into him. And he starts panicking. Like, who's listening? Who's here? Who are you? Are you with the FBI? Like, he just starts going about. Do you do anything, or do you just leave him in that panic state?
Mhm. I'm gonna grab his wrist and I'm gonna take just a little drink.
So, take out 1 dot.
Okay.
He is a different temperament now. Because of what you've done to him. Because his he's kind of in this state where he's paranoid, confused. You are immediately replacing your resonance with melancholy. which also
Okay.
covers the scared emotion, fear, which is what he's feeling right now. You take a third dot from him, and now, again, he's not in danger of dying, but he's certainly not getting up for the rest of the night. He's gonna need a cab.
Yeah.
But he's just passed out. And even in his passed out, dreamlike state, his body's twitching, he's scared, he's confused, he's probably having nightmares right now. He's not gonna remember you in the sense that he has a bigger problems. Two with dementation on a regular human is not a friendly thing to happen to the guy. That's a lot
Yeah.
for a human, and he's just sort of no, kind of just muttering to himself as he falls asleep and passes out.
And as he's like asleep, Ash just whispers in his ear and says, "Yeah, you feel that fear? It's not fun, is it? It's not good to feel that all the time. Think about that next time. Treat people like shit." And then just leave.
He recoils into the fetal position. Given that you are humanity 6, this is an act just enough to bring you back to 7. I'm giving you 1 point because you did not have to take the time to do this. You did not have to care, but you did regardless. And you didn't kill him either. Now, at
it's
this
much more
moment,
fun if he's just crazy for the rest of his life.
Well,
are Cecil and Renee planning this whole parent trap thing while Ash and Aaron are gone? Is that really the
think
plan
it's
for
just
this
a-
evening?
Cecil can do that.
you hear that? You hear that language? He said, "Is that really the plan?"
So, this is Cecil's plan for the evening then.
I was gonna incorporate.
If that wasn't hint,
I'm not-
nudge, nudge, I don't know what was.
Not necessarily, I'm not dissuading you. I'm just asking, like, is this really what you spend your time on?
Well, I thought that we said that we were going to like pause on that and find out more about their relationship.
Well, is Cecil going to pause on that and find out more
Yeah.
about them?
That's so true.
Or are you
I'm
going to
find out more
be...
about my.
Yeah,
I'm
that
going to
was.
find out more about my sire.
Okay, so you want to go to her instead? Or you want to do this independently?
I'll probably do this independently for now, just quickly, and then
So talk
come
to
back.
Overbrewer.
Mhm.
Okay. And Renee, what's your plan this evening? Because these two are going out. All 3 of them are
Not
going out.
sure yet. I really want to go spill the tea, but I can't yet. So
Yeah,
Renee, you
the
could
problem
join
is
me
the
in-
tea is on you. So,
yeah, it is.
Renee, you could come with and see my sire if you wanted.
Sure, I've nothing else to do.
Yeah, let's go. You'll like her.
so you are going to your Siren with
Mhm.
Renee. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a great place where we will pause our story, take our break, and see where this planning leads our coterie. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
going.
And we're back. So, let's cut the scene and take it from where these two have once again split into their pairs that we've come to know. And bring it to where we're going. First, Ash and Aaron are going to be underground. I assume you want to do this evening.
Mhm.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Cecil and Renee are heading to the south side to go meet with Cecil's sire. So let's bring Ash and Aaron just over to another neighborhood, underground, and the two of these over here. So, Ash and Aaron, at the sewers. It is disgusting. If you could smell, it would be terrible. I'm assuming you've gotten like rubber boots to put on you, something that's slightly knee-high to traverse through the worst part of the city. All this sewage and filth. Luckily,
I would
those sewers
imagine.
have like the side area to walk on, and you kind of crouch underneath the circular tunnel. You move.
I should preface on the car ride. I think Aaron would have definitely told all about like the Nosferatu stuff. Like,
Right.
don't bring up business immediately. Don't, if they offer you something to eat, take it. The owner
The
of the
rules of
neighborhood is named
hospitality.
Quincy, but we're looking for a guy named Junk. Things like that.
So, as you move, there are several rats that are auspiciously looking at you without making it hard to tell that they are ghouls. You were told by Walter that you have this rat skin scroll to show. So you present in front of the rats. 3 of them look up. They nod. And they actually do just nod. And they scurry along. Essentially, it feels like you should follow them.
I imagine they know the route, seeing as we don't.
Yeah.
And if you don't
Yeah.
follow them, they actually do stop and turn around to look at you.
My God, they're so cute.
I was just about to whisper. They're kind of cute
I
in a
love
way.
them. I love them so much.
The rest of the
But
rats
don't-
disperse.
Climb.
It's just the 3 of them.
But be careful. Don't say that too loud.
Oh, why?
We don't know how the Nosferatu view them. You view them as cute, and maybe they see them as tools. I don't know.
I don't know.
But they are cute.
It's probably okay. Oh, I turn on Sense the Unseen while
Yeah,
down here.
I think
So
I probably
far-
would turn that on as well.
A lot of spirits. Like, this sewer is haunted.
Yeah.
Shit.
But they're not bothering anyone. They're very passive. They're not as strong of an aura as Dan is. But you move forward. I'm assuming you're following the rats. They lead you to a part of the sewer that's been closed off. There are metal bars over it and a large block that sort of indicates that no sewage goes through here anymore. But the block and the metal bars have been moved a bit to the point that you can actually move them out to the side. You walk through, and eventually it leads you to what looks like old Prohibition tunnels. Except these are being maintained. These Prohibition tunnels are still being built into one... the wood supporting them are still being replaced and cleaned and maintained. So these are active when they shouldn't be. Leads you further down, and you find an old cellar with shelves that are meant to hold those barrels of liquor that they would hide and smuggle in and out. Except they're not holding anything anymore. As you move further in, the design of the architecture begins to make less and less sense. Lefts and rights unusual. If you know, like, the trope of people who play D&D when they make dungeons. But the idea of it, no one actually makes rooms that way. Like, there is no such thing as a room that only has one connector to it and you have to go all around the place to do it. That's how this place is built. It doesn't make sense from a physical standpoint, but it is how it's built. And you have to go through one hallway to get to this hallway when it could have connected to the main hallway, but it doesn't. And it's meant to make you exert the effort. As you move forward, you will begin to hear the sound of a guitar being plucked. And the strings echoing, because this is like a cavern network now. There's no longer the Prohibition style tunnel. There's now full caves that have been mined through with a pickaxe. Looks like manually. You begin to hear a guitar pluck. And when you move forward, you will see a Nosferatu in a brown leather jacket. What looks like a tank top underneath. Dark jeans, boots, and a Stetson hat, like those cowboy 10-gallon hats, plucking the strings.
This guy's a beast.
And when you look inside this particular area, there's no door to it, but getting here is so confusing that labyrinth you just crossed through is probably his door. And while he's plucking the strings, you look around his room, and he does have a haven that is fairly respectable as a haven. He's on like a high stool next to a personal bar that has a selection of liquor in the back. On the left, you see a couch, and you do see an old school TV with a VHS player and a large shelf of VHS tapes. The shelf is carved into the wall rather than made of wood. And he has a bed on the side. And he's just plucking along and he looks at you. Now, why are you here? And he continues to just play while looking at you.
So I believe you were expecting, not necessarily us, but someone to negotiate for Walter?
Yes, we have an invitation.
Yep. I hold up the rat skin.
I'm a little closer now.
I'm Aaron Strangelove. This is Ash Hargrave.
I'm assuming you come close when he asks you to as you introduce yourself.
Yeah.
He looks at the ratkin.
Yes.
He sniffs it. And when you come closer to him, you will see the horror that is his face. His face looks like it's made of tanned leather. That's been old. That's really old and beaten, so it's kind of like got that cracking quality where skin is falling off, revealing its bottom layer of slightly lighter skin. And it's cracking all over. His teeth are all rows of sharp. Kind of like a shark. It's got two sets of teeth, rows, that are all sharpened, but there are two that are protruding that are clearly his fangs. His eyes are solid black marbles, and they're hollowed, or they're deeper inside into his skull. Yeah. That's my invite. Name's Junk. So you're negotiating for the Mount Cave. And you just start plucking along. He starts plucking an acoustic version of Wanted Dead or Alive as he looks to all of you. I got the shit that he wants. What is he prepared to give for it?
Well, I don't know if you can eat actual food, but he did offer to be your personal chef, or if you are so inclined to maybe acquire an illegal animal like a panda.
frankly, Mr. Junk, it would be easier if you had a request and we could tell you if he could do it. He quite
He's very
rather
thorough.
Yes, he thoroughly told us what he could do. Is there any sort of issue that you have presently?
Now, what I want, I'm most certain he can't give. But that's not the point. I'll make this simple. He wants his stuff back. I want something from him. A simple boon. Trivial in nature. To be called upon when I see fit. Something he's willing to give. He said he would prefer if it wasn't a boon to be held and just a direct trade. But if it comes down to it, it can be. But he would prefer that was the last thing. So if you want to continue negotiating, you can. It will take a persuasion and manipulation roll.
Okay.
Because right now,
I can do that.
it's a trivial boon, which isn't
Yes.
anything crazy.
It's not
but
that
yeah,
big, but
he doesn't
his
want to lord
preference,
it on him.
his preference is he doesn't want it to be prolonged. But if that's the only thing he's willing to, but it would be the last thing. So if you want to continue to negotiate, it's a persuasion manipulation.
Oh no.
We could ask about the nature of it, maybe. And then that way we can, you know, it would be like if we know what he wants, then we can say, oh yeah, right here, like in our brain, yeah, he explicitly said this is what he wants.
While Ash is kind of talking back and forth, getting him to comply, Aaron, you can make a actually no, not politics. You know what the boon is. Make an insight and wits roll to judge this guy's room and maybe make an estimated guess of what he might want or what you might be able to give.
I would love that. I was waiting to ask if I can look at this man's room and potentially have to roll to hide my excitement. Yeah, wits awareness, he said?
Insight. Insight wits.
Insight wits. Okay. Do I get any advantages having read the Nosferatu book?
No, because this is now specific to him, not the Nosferatu specifically.
Okay.
Oh, we've got
Gotcha.
so many +2s.
Nah. Oh.
Messy. I would advise you willpower that.
Yeah. I don't want to get the wrong idea on this guy. Son of a bitch.
On the bright side, 2 is enough. So all you have to do is willpower to 1 and and hope it doesn't become messy. Oh, 3.
That's what I was sitting on. I'm like, do I want to add more dice to reroll?
So you look around his room. You have vintage items here. You have a very clear theme of music, particularly acoustics. He likes his guitar. He knows how to play it. You'd wager that he is either alive during the Wild West era or was a fan of the era, based on what he has. He even has a Colt Peacemaker just hanging on the wall. It looks like it's in good condition and looks like it still works. But his guitar doesn't match the aesthetic. His guitar is very modern. His guitar isn't a classic like the vinyls he has or the VHS tapes or the memorabilia he has. And while obviously you're not going to look for a guitar from the 1800s, the rest of the stuff he has like 1920s to 1960s. But his guitar, you'd wager, was around the 2000s. It would indicate that perhaps he would appreciate a far more vintage instrument of the same caliber. Your mind goes to a Martin, an old 1960s Martin guitar. which go upwards of 10, 15, 20,000 dollars. Like the really vintage ones. And Ash, while you're able to keep negotiating with him, you remember, and you've probably informed Aaron, that according to Walter, he can procure some expensive vintage items. It was on his list of things that he can do. But it was sort of dismissed as, why would a Nosferatu need that? But you do remember it was on that list. So this is now a matter of how does Aaron communicate this to Ash, knowing that Ash has probably told you what was on that list, and you said yourself you want to memorize that list. So what do you communicate? How do you proceed with this conversation now that Ash has gotten him to, be willing to negotiate a little more? He's willing to hear offers. What does Aaron do?
Do I see a particular artist that he's like a major fan of, like Johnny Cash or
not anyone prominent, but there are several artists of that time. It goes slightly to the 80s. There's some posters of Prince, there's some Johnny Cash there. They are country, blues, and just plain rock and roll.
Apologize. I'm just looking at your Haven junk. There's a lot of history here.
There is.
It's damn impressive.
Well, thank you.
However, there is one thing that sort of sticks out, and while it's quite nice and you play it really elegantly, your guitar looks like it could be improved. Maybe a Martin. I hear Johnny Cash himself had a Martin.
You noticed. He looks at the two of you. There's something on offer there?
Well,
I believe.
I do know that Walter can acquire vintage items. I'm sure that a guitar, a very nice vintage guitar, would be something that he could easily procure.
We can't guarantee Mr. Cash's, however.
Yeah, that's a lot. But a Martin? A vintage Martin?
Persuasion manipulation there? There are 6 plus 2s.
I'm gonna use the +2.
There are 5 plus 2s.
Is there any sort of advantage now that we've, perked his interest, or at least we're in somewhat
It's the
control?
ability to roll. And it's a lesser difficulty.
You're right.
Oh my god, you're freaking kidding me.
Another willpower?
Oh my god. Oh yeah, but I don't have a lot left.
Bestial failure.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
How? Fuck the Martin. Like, how does this happen?
I'm gonna crash out.
Now,
As Chibi's in the chat. Oh my god.
on the 1, he stops to think. And he continues to play in the silence. You can tell on his face he's pondering. 1968. Martin D28. He finds me there. I'll give him his things. I'll even do it above ground. So he doesn't need to send some messages for his message. I heard he's not fond of tight spaces.
Yes, that is correct. Hence our involvement.
Yes.
Oh, that's my offer then. Now, on the 1, main issue is that Aaron knows. I mean, if Aaron is a fan of vintage guitars, are you?
I would say Aaron loves music enough to like.
So you would know like
they would know
classic
they
instruments.
would know a D. They would know a D28.
So
They might have enough nerdy knowledge to know that Johnny played a D35
so
or something like that. But
the D28 Martin is roughly in the $20,000 range.
easy.
And now the money doesn't seem to be a problem for Walter. The rarity, however, you are on the very, very top end of what of the scale he gave for rarity.
I see.
It is a little harder than something Walter would probably like, but you imagine he would prefer this over having a boon held over him. So, if you guys are comfortable saying this is the best that you can negotiate with, then you are free to leave. He does not hold you further. That offer sounds good. You're free to go. Rats will show you on the way out.
Where's the bestial failure come in? Because I'm
Oh, that's
scared
not.
to press
No.
further.
A bestial failure only matters if the roll was an actual failure. This is still one success.
Oh.
Bestial failure doesn't matter if you don't fail the roll. And this
Oh.
roll wasn't a matter of how many successes. It's a matter of the more success you get, the easier it will be for Walter to find the item.
I see. Okay.
But
That I was hesitant to say more if we could
When you-
skirt the bestial failure.
when you guys are here and the negotiation's over, he does whistle. As he whistles, you will notice there are four more rats behind him, who start squeaking the lyrics in tune to his guitar.
You play beautifully, by the way.
100
Yes,
years of
it's-
experience, how better.
Did you? I mean, were you like a professional in your life?
Yes,
No.
I
I dabble.
I'm curious.
Never one for the stage. No, really. You met the Rat
Oh.
Pack. He shows you his rats.
They're adorable. They're
Just
so
singing.
cute. Did you train them to do that?
Took 20
Wow.
years.
They're really cute. I like them a lot.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
just- Looks at him squeaking the lyrics of the song he's plucking. Ah. If you say that Walter's fine with that exchange, then I think our business is done here. Denise, if you don't mind showing them out. The one rat just perks up and looks at all the two of you.
Really quick though, I mean, I think your haven is really cool and you seem awesome. So even though Walter doesn't want to give you a boon, I mean, if you would like, I mean, I can offer a boon.
For what?
Gosh.
Would like, I don't know. What do you want from a Malkavian?
What?
Now that is an interesting question.
Just no kids.
I heard.
The prince informed, yes.
Yeah, just in case you didn't hear that.
You want to trade then?
Sure. I just think bridging, having a allyship, a relationship with Nosferatu is only beneficial. And also, you know, I would like to maybe apologize to whoever my compatriot over here impeded upon with their foolishness.
I heard about that.
I'm glad
That was hilarious.
I'm really quite glad you brought that up, Ash.
It wasn't my territory that you dumped the body
figured
on.
as much.
I found it was funny. Now, I could always use a favor from a Malkavian. Never know when it could be handy. But I'm not gonna let you leave without something in exchange for that, so, I'll leave you with something. You're not allowed to ghoul people.
Oh, sorry.
Not without the prince's permission. But he whistles, and you find it hard to believe he can whistle so proficiently with the rows of sharp teeth. But he does. And there is a large Doberman that moves forward. This here boy has been with me for a long time. But I think he deserves another owner. I'm starting to think he's missing the nightlight. I'm just rubbing its head. Now you can't ghoul people. There ain't no rule against animals. And this here boy is trained. You tell him to attack, he'll bite the first thing that pisses you off. Tell him to sit, he doesn't make a damn sound. Now I love
Really
this
giving
boy.
me your dog?
I love this boy more than anything. But he hasn't been out for a long time. I ghouled him because I didn't want to let go. The boy deserves to be able to stretch his legs out in that. Just rubs him. You feed him your blood, right here, and he'll be yours.
Okay.
I'll consider it. Considering how well trained he is, I'll consider it a minor boon. Nothing big, no kids, no murder, I get the picture. Never know when a Malkavian's abilities might come in handy.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
and please
I'll roll up.
keep us all in mind. We've only met for what, 15, 20-ish minutes, but you seem quite agreeable. I imagine the whole Deadly Affairs Club, our coterie, would be interested in assisting you if you need anything in return for assistance back.
If I need anything, you find a rat looking for you with a letter in its mouth. That would be Denise. She's my runner. See the rat just perk up again hearing its name. Yeah. You want him? Well, he's a ghoul, so you're gonna have to feed him your blood now. Just to get him to follow you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's his
roll up
name?
Her sleeves. And,
Jesse.
okay.
It's a good name.
And Ash will feed.
Named after my biggest
is it-
regret.
I won't press on it. However, I can tell that you love the dog very much.
Oh, he deserves
I
a good
know
home.
that I know that up top side isn't necessarily your scene, but if you do ever want to visit Jesse, you are more than welcome at the Deadly Affair.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find the nearest sewer entrance. He changes his face, and he looks like the most gray man John Doe person you've ever seen. A face you couldn't remember if you tried. I got ways around it.
Glad to hear that you won't take the window.
Still hilarious.
We don't want to replace that again.
You be a
Yes,
good boy, Jesse. And he just rubs his head. You will have to feed him your blood, so you will have to make a rouse check. Otherwise, the dog's not going to follow you because he's still bonded to him.
Yeah, how does like discipline work with animals?
Oh God.
Does he have like powers or something?
In this particular instance, they still follow the same principle. The first level of the highest discipline you have, in which case this dog can now see ghosts.
It's
Um,
Let Dan,
He can see Dan.
sense the unseen.
He can
You
yell
feed
at
him-
Dan.
You give
I
him your
love
wrist,
him so much.
and he doesn't want
Yeah.
to take it until Junk gives him the okay. And he takes it, and the dog blinks for a bit, and it's now looking at you. Take care, Jesse. He just pats him on the head. Denise, show them the way out. Make sure they don't get lost. And do not take the right turn again. The rat just nods. Good luck.
Can I infer anything? What might have happened if they took the right turn or anything like that? Is it like a pit
It's not
that we're gonna fall
towards-
into?
It's not towards you, it's towards the rat. So you haven't seen
Okay.
anything because you were in the wrong orientation. And the fact that
Okay.
Denise is leading you to a different exit, not the one you came into.
I see.
But
Okay.
if you'd like to, you can do awareness and wits on the area as you're leaving to see where it leads or what he's talking about.
No, I'm not even gonna attempt to try and parse how to get here and back. I feel like it's
Well,
an
it's more.
uphill
It's
battle.
not how to get here and back. It's more to see what he means by a right turn.
Okay, sure.
If you
I'll
want
do
to,
that.
it's awareness and wits. But the dog is happily following Ash. It's a very large Doberman.
What color? Very
Brown.
I
important
love it.
question.
I-
Let's
I
go.
love a big boy. I love a big doggy.
Got like dark brown. When from your orientation, it is a right turn according to Junk. So you pay attention to the right turns you don't take. And then you do notice that the rat takes a quick glance towards one of those right turns, but just goes left. If a rat could have a mischievous face, that is what you're reading off of it. But it doesn't do it. And when
I
you pay
see.
attention to where it looked ever so casually, you will see a door. And when you pay closer attention, because you do have 4 successes, you don't notice it at first, but the door is painted realistically. It's a 3D door painting, like a Wile E. Coyote kind of moment. And the floor is painted. It's a hole that's been painted to look like a floor. Like, so it's painted on the bottom floor. It's like a 3-dimensional illusory painting, and it's probably somewhere you're gonna fall into.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't know what you're gonna fall into, but you do notice the inconsistencies with how it looks, and it was very hard to pick out. It took a lot of concentration for you to understand what that is.
It tucked away. Aaron's just gonna think that's where we would have went if it didn't go well. I imagine.
To the right. The rat leads you past the warrens, past the sewers, and back into a ladder that leads you to a manhole cover that's already open, because despite you being undead, manhole covers are unnaturally heavy and still very hard to remove. It leads you to one that's already open, a construction site where people are already sleeping, and you can leave it without any issue. So, your night went rather well. Let's go ahead and check with the other 2. Cecil
think
is
it's just
taking Renee to I mean, it's got its charm. It's an abandoned warehouse that's been turned into a giant loft inside a district of drug addicts and homeless people. It's got a rustic charm to it. You know, if you squint, and they're very generous. You're close to your bane, but not yet. Cecil knocks, and you hear it's those warehouses with the gigantic metal sliding doors that just kind of chugs open on rusty metal wheels. And you see his sire. You've seen her before in the Elysium. Shaved on one side, long flowing hair. Looks at Cecil. You're back. And you're here. Surprising. But you want to come inside? Or is this you need extra muscle kind of deal?
I think we just want to talk, that's all.
Sure. A corridor going to my haven. That's never happened before. So feel free.
Oh.
She just leads you in.
And we're blood bonded.
She closes the door behind you, and Renee, the first thing that you'll see is a home gym with some really nice equipment. Then you'll notice like training dummies that have been completely destroyed and brought back up repeatedly. But you do see this entire situation that she has. It's a fairly organized loft. I mean, it looks more organized than Cecil's room. The only thing, I imagine that the one thing that Cecil has extremely organized is his lab and drugs. And then all of his stuff is just sort of left there as junk. But she lets you in and says, don't really got anything to feed you. Don't do the whole blood bag thing, but
That's okay.
couch is clean. She sits down. So, what's this about?
We were just thinking, recently in our Corte, we've had a lot of success. Like, we've been booming. Like, back when you saw me back then, the whole depressed shit, I'm past that.
Good.
Yeah, now more better than ever. This is my associate, Renee. You've obviously already probably been introduced or know each other.
Just from the Elysium. Are you here to tell me how well you've been doing?
Well, more to invite you. Why didn't you say you stop by our haven sometime, just like have a beer or 5 or want to punch stuff?
I can punch stuff here, but well, there are some nice drunk people in your place. Could use a hit.
Yeah, we have. Exactly, we have the syringes and stuff. So, what did you say about that?
I don't see why not. Sure.
Great.
When? Like now? Tomorrow?
We didn't really think that far.
Yeah, imagine.
How about tonight? What about tonight?
I've got nothing planned, so sure.
Great.
And
You seem bored. You seem bored. What's up?
oh, just finished the job, and don't know, I'm feeling an itch to do something. Just got nothing to do yet. Got some stuff lined up, but it's not time yet, so I'm kind of in between shit.
Great. So you can definitely join us then. Cool.
Sure, why not? But if you're just inviting me over, and no offense, she looks at Renee, but I didn't think you'd be interested in coming here, so why did you?
Oh well, Cecil kind of invited me, and I mean I didn't have anything to do either, so
Alright.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll drop by in like a couple hours.
Great. Since we're all bored, since we are all bored, we all may as well just get fucked up as well. I mean,
And if you're
Why not?
providing, sign me up.
cool.
So,
And Cecil, yeah.
that it? She just looks at the two of you, like still confused why it took two of you to do this.
me too. I'm just as confused.
Yeah, yeah, great chat. Well, this is just the teaser. You'll get to see the other half of the Corte in like a couple of hours. So,
All right then, I'll be there by midnight.
great. And Cecil will leave.
She just looks at the two of you if you're leaving, like, great. Seeing you, I guess. She just looks confused and then closes the door. Now,
Renee, she doesn't suspect a thing. Don't worry.
inch away from
That's
the door.
what you got away from that? Did you
Inch
see
away from the
anything?
door immediately.
Now,
I mean,
because Ash and Aaron are out, my question is, how do you get the other half of this parent trap in?
Yeah, Cecil, how do you do
I thought we were doing this at the same time. Like,
Well, no, Ash and Aaron are out, and you never told Ash to plan.
I thought that we were just gonna find out information.
Petra was saying
Has his own
that
agenda.
while we were visiting Junk, Petra and Renee and Cecil went to visit the sire. So I imagine now that Petra has invited the sire, we have exited the manhole and we are free.
Now, you don't know what they're planning.
Yeah.
There's no reason to go to Melody.
There's no we in this.
Now, I will-
It's
Like,
just
Thank
Cecil.
I will
God we
ask-
have a cell phone.
Renee, because you have you are owed a positive plot twist as was determined for you and Cecil.
That for chat to
Is
know,
this
I
what-
spun a wheel. It was all fairness.
It was all random.
It was random. I saw it
It was.
with my
Um,
own eyes. I witnessed.
But is this something you want to spend it on? Or
I would say my thing would be no, just because we finally
Right.
see the outcome.
no, I meant spend it on the sense that Melody will be there regardless of you guys not finding her.
no,
No.
Okay.
none.
So how exactly
put
do
it
you
what?
find Melody?
There's pages.
I don't.
Well,
I
these
just
two
was,
first,
I'm
because
not-
Ash doesn't know
How
shit.
are they finding?
Yes, because
Okay.
Ash doesn't know
Oh.
shit. So
Yeah.
what are Cecil and Renee gonna
Oh
do?
my god.
Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Black cars.
No.
Cecil and Renee, what do you do? Or Cecil in particular, it's your plan.
yeah, I was gonna say. So what's the plan, Cecil?
You want to text Ash?
Do you
Yes.
know where she lives?
I would text Ash and it would just be a simple text that says,
Wait, hold on. When we were all getting dropped off one by one to our sire's locations, who was Ash? Like, was Ash first, or so? Like, one of us had to see where Ash was dropped
Renee, as I recall, you were last, so you saw where all of them were.
off. Okay. Can I remember?
Intelligence
Roll for it.
and
Academics,
resolve.
Intelligence. Or intelligence resolve.
Intelligence and resolve. Okay.
Both attributes. That's the memory roll in this game.
use a +2 if you have to.
I'm going to.
There are 5 plus 2s, there are now 4 plus 2s.
Quick. Use
This
the
is
positive
such an
twist.
important role.
That's
That
not-
important, huh? Free! Okay. Yeah, you remember where Melody lives.
I'm so smart. Cecil's
Oh my
so
God.
glad to have me there.
You do remember where she lives. Cecil's the first one dropped off. So he doesn't know where anyone else lives. But you do remember where Ash was dropped off.
Okay, Cecil, you are very lucky that I decided to come with you on this because I know where we can find her. I remember where Ash was dropped off on that very first night.
Oh, great. Where is it?
Where is it?
You guys
Yeah.
have the car. Ash, I believe, took Aaron with the Corvette.
With the Corvette.
Her
Yeah.
haven
Yeah.
is kind of in the west side area.
dirt.
So right around here. So you guys can, if you want to head there, Renee
Yeah.
knows the way.
Great. Let's go.
So this is gonna be awkward. You drive to Melody's sort of brownstone home, which is what she's made into her haven. It looks so unassuming. It looks like a normal human's place. You arrive there. You park the car by the street where there's an indication of where the park goes. Who knocks?
Cecil.
Then you see her open. She still has her purple hair and twin pigtails, dressed in a Lolita kind of outfit, cross between that and Victorian, and she just looks. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Wow, you look
And-
exactly how she described you as. Anyway,
Well, I was gonna go out cosplaying, but hi.
hey, okay, you know Ash, your sire, right? Ash, the person who
Side her. Yes.
yes. This is going to be really funny, but also really entertaining for everyone involved. And Ash is in on it. Are you free in like a couple of hours, like midnight?
She looks at her watch. She's got like an old pocket watch that she just kind of looks at. I mean, I'll miss the event, but you said funny?
It's worth it.
I'm in.
Some would say it's.
No, it's. We can always reschedule.
I'm in.
But
You dug your bed.
no.
You made your bed, Renee.
He just
You have to
says, like-
lay it.
No, this is Cecil's fault. This is
He just
Cecil's
says, like,
fault.
No,
I'm in.
no cold feet.
Yep. I hear the word. I think she's in.
What time?
Okay, midnight. Meet us at the Deadly Affair.
What do I wear?
Wear whatever you want. Go all out if you want to, but it's just going to be a little fun thing that will happen, and trust me, you'll love it.
Okay. She just
Great.
smiles very simply. See you.
Great.
See ya.
Just closes her door.
Thank you.
Dude, Renee, I'm so good at this. I should make more connections. I should-
I think. Okay. I'm not gonna. Okay.
What's up?
It's what you wanted. This is what you wanted.
I think everything is going
You're good at making
swimmingly.
connections, but also you're just very go for it, no planning, hope for the best, and that doesn't always work out.
Thankfully, we have a whole clan dedicated to that idea, so lucky me.
Which one?
Okay. When you all
We should
finally
get the
head
club
back
ready.
to the club, and this is where club music needs to be played. Now, when you all get back to the club, and it's in full swing, this is this is an active nightclub. You are going to meet each other before you get to your havens. Two things happen. First, Ash and Aaron, Walter is there, asking, for an update, which you can provide. Now, as soon as you provide it to him, and you tell him what the deal was, he kind of scratches his chin a bit. Martin. No, I think I know a dealer. Thank you. It's a bit more expensive than I thought it would be, but it's worth it for my items. So thank you so much. What would you like?
The mentor, please.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
sure. I will send him in tomorrow evening. Please be here to meet. Can I send him to any particular room?
I guess we could keep one of the VIP rooms open.
Our club manager Rick will be able to find an applicable.
Okay then. I will direct him to this Rick, and he will be here tomorrow evening.
No,
2 hours after sundown.
I should mention, it's Jonathan.
Jonathan.
It's not
he will
Rick,
look
it's
for
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Oh yeah, sorry, Jonathan. Yeah.
And he will be here 2 hours after sundown. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. I will take care of the deal from this point on. Thank you. I'm going to take care of it. Yes.
I do have one more question.
Of course.
And you don't have to answer it. If you don't wish to answer it, just say I can't answer it, and that'll be easy. What is your relationship with Junk?
I don't particularly have one beyond a professional one, but I have requested for his assistance in the past in exchange for providing him some of the accoutrements of his haven. I imagine they're in his haven. So I am somewhat of a procurer of items, and he has wanted items procured, but I do not have a necessarily personal relationship with him. It's a functioning working one.
Okay. I was just curious, is all.
Of course.
Well,
thank you
you
again.
did a great job because his haven is really cool.
Well,
Yes.
I only got him his equipment, and then not he decorates it. I've never been myself, but thank you. Thank you again for your service. I truly appreciate it. If you would like to speak with me about anything, or if you perhaps require something procured for you of an older variety of mundane mortal items, he hands you a card. It's a pawn shop. I can
And
you can look for me there.
Okay. And
I
if
will be
you
seeing you
ever-
again.
If you ever want to just, let loose, you're always welcome here.
Oh, no offense, but clubs are very loud and overstimulating, and they make me jumpy whenever and then the beat drops and then you just, Yes.
In future, we ought to use the meeting room then, I imagine.
If you would have a direct entrance to it, yes. But again, if I need anything, I'll drop by, or I'll find a way to drop by. Otherwise, you are free to drop by my place if there's anything human you'd like to need. I do accept cash. It is a business, so if you'd like me to acquire something for you, please let me know. I will take my leave and begin to search for this elusive mark. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good
Walter.
Good luck.
Turns on his heel.
I know I will at least be seeing you in future.
I look forward to it. He just nods and smiles, and he literally turns on his heel and then just walks away, carrying his briefcase. Now, while you guys are settled into the haven, unbeknownst to you of anything that's happening, you have a dog. Before Cecil and Renee get there, Cecil and Renee, you will find Bianca, waiting for you in a VIP room, and Rick will inform you that she's waiting for the two of you.
Yeah.
And she looks at both of you.
I know, go ahead.
Oh, if you're gonna do anything before you go there, but Rick tells you that I'm waiting for you. Yeah, the big boss lady.
No, completely go ahead. It's fine.
Okay. So you head up. She's waiting for you. Gestures for a seat. Says, "The club is doing well. I have something for both of you that might be beneficial." She has an assistant nearby who takes out a large briefcase. It is hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of poker chip. There is a business proposition I have for the two of you. I'd like to open an underground casino, and it just so happens that your territory is very well situated for such a place, given your new role. In exchange, of course, you will receive a substantial amount of the profit.
How big of a casino are we talking? Like an actual casino?
It will cover an underground, below ground, away from the law, and about the size of a city block. The construction, the manpower, the paperwork I will take care of, but it is your domain. It is in between where your land is and where the Nosferatu begin. I will negotiate with the Nosferatu, but it is your territory.
Well,
What do you think,
sounds
Renee?
Like a lot of fun. I'm in.
I
The
most
offer, of
certainly enjoy
course.
gambling.
The offer, of course, is, well, she shows you a piece of paper that just has written there 50%.
Negotiate.
Negotiate.
Is this 50%? Is this 50% in between me and Renee, or 50% between who?
50% for the two of you. For profit. After all regular expenses paid.
How? Is there a way we can make it split 30, 33, 33, 33?
She thinks for a minute. Can you do a manipulation for persuasion manipulation, please?
I wish.
I will give you
Renee
by
was the
default
who
one
asked
extra
that.
die because you have a pretty good rapport with her already.
Oh, what was that again? Sorry.
Persuasion and manipulation. Renee, if you could roll finance and wits, because I believe that's not a roll I'm gonna make Cecil do ever.
Financial
Okay.
blitz. I might as well kill myself.
I'm gonna use up another +2.
There's only 3 left, but go ahead. Oh, sorry. 5, 4. There's 4 left. No, 3. There's 3 left.
3. Yo.
Oh, regular success.
Hell
4.
yeah.
First thing that comes to your
yeah.
mind. She doesn't particularly care about the profits. She needs it to launder money. So she's not in it for the profit. She's in it for the fact that you can cash in and out chips easily. So you could probably get more from her if you tried. And the 33% that Cecil is requesting is fair, but it is not the most that you can get that she would probably be willing to give. Now, whether or not
Is
you
this a
want
legit
to
casino?
put that in, if whether or not it's something you want to press further, or if you want to take it and keep it as a good, you know, a clean relationship so far, that's up to you. But you feel like you can get more out of her. Whether you want to or not is your call.
Okay.
Is this a legit casino or an underground one?
Underground.
I don't
Purely
know how
illegal.
money laundering works with that. Then it's still illegal money.
Well, she hasn't said what the above business is.
I suppose.
Because it's sort of like above business and then below is a casino.
Interesting.
I'm gonna need a
So,
confirmation from both of us. What do you think, Renee?
so what is the full purpose for this casino? Because you don't seem like you're in desperate need of an extra income.
Indeed, I'm not. This is the main plan. Above ground for that city block, we will open a legitimate casino, where mortals will come and play, where there will be no fangs or kindred activity. Below said legitimate casino will be our VIP rooms, where we will have major players of the city playing with major stake. There will be large players visiting that. Mayors, governors, businessmen, people who are always looking to risk more than the law allows. And in that, many things can be gained besides profit. The above ground will serve to clean the money. The below ground will serve to cover any problems we might all incur. And in that, I mean we. She looks at the two of you like this extends to the two of you as well. As an added benefit, an open connection to her ability to clean up certain things. She has her fingers in all the political pies. She's offering you a chance to partner with her and give you access to that without requiring a boon.
I would say that's a pretty good offer.
Yeah.
You're willing to take it?
I am, at least.
He looks at Renee.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll accept it.
Very good then. I'll handle all the paperwork, but I will be sending you copies of it, so you can check where it will be built and the timeline. It shouldn't be long. There's already a property within your territory that is quite suitable. A month of renovation, another month for preparation, and we should be good. It is always a pleasure. He stands and shakes both your hands. Should you need anything, of course, you let me know.
Of course.
He smiles, lets you go. And she leaves. Now, you are running close. About 11:30, you've got 30 minutes to tell the others what you just did, besides the casino. So,
Okay.
you can run over to the Haven, where the music's a little more muted. And once you guys get below, there's a dog in your Haven.
Oh, you're so good.
And if you...
just like scrunching his face.
I think
Aaron's just watching.
3 of you have Animal Ken. It doesn't like Aaron very much.
No.
doesn't?
But
Oh, join
Aaron.
the club.
but
Aaron is standing a
a good
distance.
10 feet away. It doesn't react to the two of you negatively, but Ash has a very large brown furred Doberman.
Look at what I got!
Oh my god, who is this?
This is Jesse. Our meeting went amazing. Also, we met this awesome Nosferatu. His name is Junk. He has the coolest haven ever. He was awesome. And I offered him a boon, and then he gave me his dog.
His name's Jesse.
His name is Jesse.
Man, you had a very turnaround from the other few nights you guys have gone out. That's
Honestly, it's all up from here. I don't care about anything that happened because now I have EO.
My only request is it stays in your room, I suppose.
Yeah, in the common room, obviously. But no, yeah, he's not
sure.
gonna go in your room. What's he gonna do in your room? Can't read, he's a dog.
oh, good.
Oh.
Yeah, he's probably gonna eat a
But
book.
you don't know that.
Yeah, I imagine dogs don't see books for reading, and they see them for chewing, and I do not desire that.
Okay, but he's also my ghoul. Though I don't think that
Wait, Ash,
yeah.
we should get him like a little security vest.
It's 11:45.
Oh my god. Oh,
That might be a little
Oh my-
demeaning, don't you think?
Okay, okay, hold on.
be very official, Aaron.
Okay,
What are we
I'm
talking-
sorry to interrupt, but there is something
What?
really important that
Oh yeah.
Cecil's mainly responsible for. That he,
Mhm.
if you'd like to tell them.
Okay, so
I already don't like this. What is happening?
okay,
What?
so thank me later, but I may have spoke to one person, spoke to another, and now both of our sides are meeting here in approximately like 15 minutes. So
Oh, so you
Probably
know
get
their.
ready.
So what are their relations to each other then?
Yeah, Cecil.
the relations, I'm fairly certain it's gay, most likely, or like previous
When you
relationships.
Okay, but you
Say is
don't
you
know?
Ask.
You
All-
didn't.
Okay, so this is what happened.
Cecil, you
He
get a
went to-
paid, or you get a text from Rick. There's an Alice here. Mercer says she knows you. Do I send her down?
Go ahead.
Okay, really quick
And
before
they're-
she gets here.
And they're coming to our haven.
All Cecil said to his sire was, "Oh, you should come over, have drinks at our club, blah blah blah." And then, we left, and he was like, "Oh, that went smoothly." I'm like, "It did not go smoothly because she was very
No.
skeptical, especially because I was there." And like, why does it take? two people
Wait,
to-"
how did you get Melody to come here?
So,
Oh, please explain it. Please explain that.
I may have remembered on the first night when we were like getting dropped off at our sires one by one. I just remembered where yours was at, and then we, Cecil was doing the talking. All he said was, "Hey, you should come over and you want to see something really funny," and no mention of who's gonna be there, what's going on, just something's funny.
Okay. So
you're
Cecil,
both
when we
implicit.
talked earlier about me saying that I was going to talk to Melody to get more information, you took it to yourself to
Door
get both of them
opens.
together without any information.
would
Was
say
this a bad
I-
time?
Welcome. No, it's a great time.
Yes, we have blood in the fridge. One bag. You might need to
I-
share it.
Brought
One blood bag.
a cooler of blood vials spiked with strong alcohol.
Hell yeah. That's what we
Ooh.
need right now.
Also, the dog is not for consumption.
Yes.
I
This
would
is Jesse.
never.
Thank you. Okay, well, you never know. But I agree. Thank you, Alice.
She hands it. It's like several vials of blood that's been chilled that has alcohol. She just takes a shot of it. Like, oh, that hits. Okay,
Ash
so
is just glaring at Cecil right now.
I was told that we were
This
going to
is
be
the second
drinking,
time.
and then Cecil gets another text. It's like, now there's a Melody here says you invited her. Do I send it down?
You know what? Sure, yeah.
Yeah, you made the fucking bet.
We gotta do it now.
It's now or never.
You made
Yeah.
the bet.
Oh, God.
So she's taking her blood vials. Why do the four of you look so tense? Her Cecil's sire,
Oh.
Alice, is asking.
I'm not a big fan of dogs, frankly. I'm gonna use the restroom.
No,
Yes.
you don't
You're
get to leave, Aaron.
Kindred.
Okay, alright. The only tenseness here is that Aaron and Ash had this little fight earlier about what gets dirtier, a black car or a white car, and it just
Oh yeah, we need to
escalated.
we need to hear your thoughts on this. Someone, you propose your idea, propose your theory.
Not dirt. I'm talking about dust.
Okay.
What car shows dust more?
Well, black. I suppose
Thank you.
white cars get muddy. Black cars get dusty.
Mm.
I don't particularly like the scratches on. It's why I don't have a black motorcycle. What is going? Hi! And she opens the door. And then Alice looks at her. And then she looks at Alice. Alice? Mel? And then they both look to Ash and Cecil. They're just
Aaron
looking at you
really
like,
cheap.
explain.
In the middle of the quiet, Aaron's gonna let out a. It's the first time he'd probably seen Aaron genuinely laugh.
They're both looking at Ash and Cecil like, explain?
Okay.
Melody,
This
by the way, is
just-
dressed like Morticia Adams. Like a very tight black dress.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Of course
Okay,
she is. Why wouldn't she?
So I just need to preface that this was not. I did not plan this.
Oh my god, is this some Parent Trap bullshit? See, Alice is just looking like, hey, that was a good movie. You think everything's a good movie. I'm sorry if I like to have fun with life. It's like, okay, like I said before, when you're always happy, it makes everyone else feel bad for being miserable. Like, I'm not responsible for how you feel.
Oh no.
Like, you could be more understanding.
I say,
Bro, you're always angry. That is classist.
Oh no.
They just yell at each other.
I say, we'll have a drink over this, and we just talk this shit out, because I'm here to get smashed, and the only way to get through this is to get smashed. So this is the game here.
Melody just takes 3 vials and downs them all down.
Aaron is gonna discreetly.
Yeah.
Aaron's gonna discreetly move to Renee and be like, "Should we turn the TV on, or is this what you want?"
No, I want to watch this unfold.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Can I take a few drinks?
You take some of the stuff that she's brought. She takes a few.
Mm-hmm.
For the first few moments, they don't talk to each other. They just keep drinking vial after vial. You also have a few vials as a gift alongside the kit that you were given. So you have a few to offer to drink as well. When they're about 4 or 5 vials in, each, Melody just looked. You were always so busy breaking things instead of talking about it. Because every time I talk about it, you would always stand there all happy and giddy like nothing was wrong. Well, I didn't think being upset with you would add any value to the conversation.
True.
It would be nice sometimes to see you get upset so I don't feel so shallow. I never said you were shallow. Like, it's not what you say, it's what you do. All I've ever been was supportive. I even bought you wooden dummies to break. That's not... She takes some violent drinks.
Come on,
Please don't break the table. We just got it.
Come on. I can't be the only one drinking here. Come on, you guys join in as well. Come on.
Okay. Well, I have a child now that I need to look after. I have a son.
Also,
And I already
Ash,
drank
why
earlier
do you
today.
why do you have Junk's dog?
You know Junk?
Of course I do. We invested in the
Oh,
California
okay.
Gold Rush together.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Wow.
Okay, so I offer. So you sent Walter over, right, to negotiate with
You
Junk. We
get-
negotiate with Junk.
You get cut off by Alice, who just immediately cuts you off. Of course, when the topic gets uncomfortable, you change to something else. Well, excuse me for
I'm
taking
sorry,
an interest in my child's life. Like, that is an excuse,
her
and you know
grandson.
it.
It's really like Parent Trap. Wow.
Yeah,
They just
it
look at
really
each other. It's like, I cannot believe we were married for so long. And it's like, I
Interesting.
cannot believe it took so long to break that off.
Hmm.
They just look at each other, like, angrily, then they storm off away from each other in opposite sides of the room.
Are you satisfied?
Okay, but like,
Renee?
was there anything under the anger? Like maybe, it's like maybe.
Insight? Wits?
Oh, is it our turn to play counselor? We had a mob boss come and do it. Now we have to do it.
They're not a coterie.
Also, does this count as empathy?
Yes. Yes, it does. Take that specialty box.
Oh no!
Dude.
Would you like to re-roll
I
that?
literally, I can't re-roll it.
Well, you can. You can.
Is your willpower that bad?
You can.
That's my. I only have one willpower
You
left.
can. Yeah,
That's
you
my
can
only
still.
willpower.
You can still run it dry. It's fine.
Ugh.
It's when it becomes
God.
aggravated
You
that's a
only
problem.
have 4.
Yeah. My composure is shit. As makes sense.
I have
Or
6.
Ash.
I am 7.
Oh
What
god.
the hell?
Okay. Well, I guess I'll.
Alternatively,
Man.
there are still 3 plus 2s
3.
because Renee used one. If you're willing to reduce that down to 1, I'll get rid of your messy critical.
Wait.
Like
Reduce what
you
down
have
to
3
one?
left. If you take 2 of them, I'll ignore the messy critical. Meaning there'll only be 1 plus 2 left, but you won't have a messy critical.
You can do it, man. I used 2 of them. So.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
They're just
There's
fucking-
only 1
they're
plus 2
arguing
left.
in- in
Yeah, they're
Aaron.
just sitting
Oh,
there.
there's 2
This
plus
is
2.
it.
Bradzilla just gave a number.
+2.
But there's no
I
messy
need to
crit
know
for
if there's
this.
sexual tension between
don't have a-
Alice
I
and
forgot
Melody.
that was the
There
whole point
is-
of this.
It is your
Yes.
room. It is your room. We
There
don't have a
is-
spare room, so
There is a tension
Okay.
that is palpable between them. There is
Okay.
history there that is not being ignored, and there's a part of you knowing Melody that feels like this is par for the course, and if you get them to drink a few more vials, the violence might the angry shouting might subside into something else. If you can get them to drink a little more.
Aaron is just reaching a hand over to Jesse and just be like, "What do you think of this?"
And he's like, "Don't
He's-
touch me."
He's too confused at all the yelling to really notice that you're approaching him.
Me,
Okay.
He looks very
Boy.
confused.
I think that, you know, I get it. Clearly there is like anger here, but we came here to drink and have a good time. Like, I don't
You
want
came here to
anyone to leave
fucking
here.
parent trap us.
If it makes you feel...
I didn't parent trap you. Cecil did.
Hello.
Have you not learned by now that the actions of your coterie, mates, are the actions of the coterie?
Alright, if it makes... I mean... well,
Oh, Renee.
Yeah, you're kind of right. But drinking does help, so maybe we should just drink a little bit more. Who does
They
anyone want
take
to
a
play
few
King's
drinks.
Cup?
You
Like, they
say
just
flippy
drink.
cup.
I said King's Cup.
I'd
They
like
just
to-
Flip
drink.
Cup though. I don't think we can do that with vials.
I was gonna say
In-
flippy cup is bad with class, I imagine.
In a couple more hours of drinking, where they're kind of silent and away from each other, they do start getting into some less shouting and more of the "we did have good times, didn't we?"
Yeah, I love you.
And then Melody's like, "Well, Paris was nice. Yeah, except for the whole revolution thing. That kind of put a damper on the
Damn.
party."
Damn.
Hey, but those executions, they were pretty gnarly when they swapped from sword to guillotine.
They're just
Aaron,
kind of
Aaron will
talking.
say that.
You know, the
Did
Tremere
you
has a
guys-
point.
Did you guys ever go to Versailles like back when it was?
We were in Marie Antoinette's party. It was the Camarilla city back then. Although the prince was a
shit.
prick.
Was there cake there, as was promised?
No, she wouldn't even give him that much. It was horrible.
I
Yeah.
heard that she didn't actually say that. Did she actually say that?
No, she didn't even have cake. That's a funny line.
There you go.
Oh, what a skank bitch. Aaron is gonna say as she like flips another page on whatever book she's reading.
Alice is leaning back like, she was hot though. And they start talking. Says, why did we... Oh, I remember. And Melody looked. We had the blood wedding at Milan. Yeah. Then
Blood
we had on the boat and moved it along to Venice. Yeah, then we had a drink out of the 2 assholes from the pub. Then we had a drink from each other to seal the blood wedding. better times. Yeah, things weren't so complicated with the whole Inquisition thing. They start reminiscing to each other like the four of you aren't here. Aaron is familiar with a blood wedding. Or a blood marriage. It is when two kindred bond to each other by simultaneously drinking their blood in a ceremonious fashion with witnesses to identify that they are in fact blood bonded to each other. Basically what Season Renee did, but people are aware, and it was made, and it was a willing choice on two participants.
I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like it's Renee and Aaron sitting together, and it's Ash and Cecil trying
Cecil
to like
in the corner.
Yeah,
Corner
it's
of
Ash and
shame.
Cecil being the coaches with their respective boxer.
They start talking. They're having a wedding, or they were talking about the wedding they had and the things that followed. They did learn powers from each other based on this conversation. They learned almost everything the others had. So what you have here is a Toreador, is a Malkavian with celerity and potence, and a Bruja with dominate and obfuscate, among other things. And they have spent
pretty gnarly.
100 years teaching each other everything the other knows. And they have watched each other's backs for a while, and it looks like they broke up around the 90s. But the reason for the breakup, it's still not clear. Neither of them have said why. They just said that too bad it ended. And then this happy memory nostalgia goes back to not looking at each other. That is where we will stop. Pause our story for a bit, and we can continue that to see if you guys want to goad more of a story out of these two now that they're properly hammered next week. But it has been great having all of you as an audience. Before we go, everyone, please introduce yourself, where people might find you, and any plugs you have, starting with Dord.
Hi, I'm Dorgely, and you can find me at Dorgely on oh my god, I forgot all of the social media. Instagram and Twitch and YouTube. And that's Dorgely with 2 eyes.
Captain.
Oh, my name is Captain, and I don't need to remember any of my social media because I have none. But I do like to always suggest an album, and I will suggest Polygon Wanaland by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Petra.
I'm trying to remember that.
My name is Petra. You can find me on Petra. You can find me at Petra Pika Hunter x Hunter or Petra Pika HXH. And I'd like to show you a broken laptop that my mum's boyfriend gave me, and I still have yet to use.
Nice.
Kind of hard to
We
use
can't
if it's
even see
broken.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
I mean, I'll explain that after.
Jig.
Yeah, I'm Shig. You can find me on Discord at shig._. Or mainly on Instagram at Manascona.
Right. So we will be back again next week to discover, I suppose, what's up with these two sires. Whatever mess this country is going to get into. Things are good. Things are happy. We always got to have good things before the fall. So, you know.
Of course.
Good things have to happen. These people need to be able to lose something. But we will see you guys again next week. Thank you so much for being a part of this. We'll see you again. Have a good evening.
Cybernation Uncensored.